Hi guys, it's Marie here with Thankful to Live, and today I'm going to make arroz con salchicha, which is Vienna sausage, yellow rice, and I use this kind, but there's also other kinds that you can get at the store, but that's the one I have in my cabinet, so that's what I'm going to use today. And I decided to go ahead and do it live and share it with you, okay guys? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to have your rice hot, and you're going to choose your oil. I like coconut oil and extra virgin olive oil. I think today I'm going to go ahead and use the olive oil, but you can use either or. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pour about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And you can do more. I just try to limit my fat intake because I'm trying to stay in shape. Okay, so the next thing I do, let me see if I can move it that way a little bit more. Okay, the next thing I do, I use the sofrito or recaito. This one I made with my own organic peppers from my garden, and it has onions, it has recao, garlic, and all kinds of goodness in it. So, but you can get it at the store. It's called recaito, Recaito, or sofrito, Sofrito. And you can get it at any Spanish store. And I think even Walmart has it. I don't really like the Walmart brand because it's Goya, and Goya has MSG, and I can't have MSG. So I like to go the natural route. Oh, and Stormy is barking. So, yes. So I put 2 tablespoons of it. Depending on how strong you make it, I think 2 tablespoons for me is good enough. So there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some olives in there. I like to put them together with the sofrito, with the recaito, so that it gets all those flavors in there early on. So I'm going to put about 10 of them. And I like buying this one, these kind, because it has the red peppers in it, and I like how it tastes. And I put some of the juice sometimes in it. Yeah. All right. And then you don't have to do this, but I like to add 1 or 2 tablespoons of salsa, just because. Just because. All right. All right. So I'll put about 2 tablespoons of this, just because anything that has good flavors in it, I like to add it to it. And because I like my rice nice and yellow, or kind of like a orange color, I put 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 cans of Vienna sausage. I don't use the water that's in it because it has preservatives, and I'm trying to stay away from those for my health. But if you like the juice in it, you can put it in. When I was little, I used to drink the juice, but not anymore. I got smart. And let me turn this down a little bit, because I love to cook on high, but it's not always wise. So let me go ahead and drain that. And I'm not going to cut it up. I can just do that while it's in the pan, so I'm just throwing the whole thing in there. And I'm draining it, and just throw it in there. And I just used a spoon to cut it up or mash it. I may cut half of them with the spoon, and then the other half I'll just mash them. And that way the rice has lots of good flavor in it. Okay? So I'm going to cut them with the spoon. They're very easy to cut. And guys, I'm not saying this is the healthiest meal you can eat. It probably isn't, but it's delicious, and I haven't had this in a long time, and I was in the mood for it, and yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1 tablespoon of tomato paste to make it nice and yellow. And if you want to know information about the Sazon Goya and the reason why I don't use it, go to my other videos. I have a whole explanation of why I don't use Sazon Goya anymore. I'm actually supposed to put a little bit of this wine in the rice, but I'm not going to because it's loaded with MSG, and that's another thing that I can't have. So what I am going to do instead is I'm just going to do a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And that kind of does the same thing without the bad stuff. Just a tablespoon just to give it a little bit of that vinegary, winey taste. All right. So I have all that in there. I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper, freshly ground black pepper. These are things that you can use at your discretion. I just like it. And about half a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt, about a half a teaspoon. And so I had talked to you guys about the ingredients, not cayenne pepper. The ingredients of sazon that are not hurtful for you are these: cumin, cilantro, annatto, and coriander. Those are the things that are good in the sazon that make the food taste good without having the MSG and without having the stuff that I can't pronounce. I mean, I can't even pronounce these, but much less the others, but I try. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of each, not a whole lot. So not even half a teaspoon. It's very, very mild. This is for color, to make it nice and yellow or orange. This, I'm not going to put in it now because I did include it in the recadito, so I'm not going to put too much of it. You don't want to use too much of this because that's very strong. And then the cilantro, I'm just going to put a little bit. Maybe about that much. There you go. All right. And let me mix this up nicely. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put 2 cups of water first. I'm sure I'm going to add more than 2 cups, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 cups of water. Just to get all those flavors in nicely. All right, now I can put it up on high. And mix. And this is filtered water. Use filtered water. Don't use tap water. You never know what's in it. Okie dokie. Let's put this water over here. So while that is working, I'm going to find the top to the rice, which I should have done earlier, but I didn't because how I roll sometimes. Where is the top to the rice? Oh, here it is. It's a pile of dishes. All right. So you get to see how I do dishes too, see? 2 in 1. Arroz con salchicha. Okay, I'm going to cover it so that it boils faster. And while that is getting a little bit warmer, I'm not putting the rice in until all those flavors are nicely put together, nicely blended together. But I wanted to tell you about my cycling, because the last cycling video that I posted, I did 3 miles. And I was feeling very proud about that until I figured out that's not a whole lot. But for me, it is, because I'm dealing with this health issue. And so I think I did good. Then after that, I kept going up 6, 10. And the last time I cycled, I did 19 miles. So I'm going to pat myself in the back. Like I tell my students, pat yourself in the back. You did a good job. So when I started this summer and I did a challenge with a friend of mine that we were going to lose inches and get fit. We're in our 40s and we want to get fit. I was a size 12 pants, and even some 13s I would, fit in and they were okay. But now I'm a size 8. So I've been, trying to eat clean as much as possible. Lots of fruit smoothies, lots of water with lemon. Sometimes I'll do the vinegar water in the morning before I put anything else in my body, and they say that flushes fat. And then just doing the cycling and just watching what I eat, steering away from donuts and wheat. I have the gluten sensitivities too, so just trying to stay healthy by making the best choices for me when it comes to stuff that I eat. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rice in because this thing is boiling. So I'm gonna do 2 cups of rice because that's all I need. 1 and 2, and this is where I store my rice. All right, no, all right, scratch that, not 2 cups, 3 cups, 3 cups. I'm gonna make some extra so that I can take it to work. This is where I store my rice in a Happy Holidays doggy tin. Yep, all right, and then you can do your exercise while you cook. You don't need to go to the gym. Just make some rice and save your rice in a tin can like that. All right, so then you're gonna go ahead and mix all these nice flavors together. Am I forgetting something? I'm trying to remember. Did I put everything I needed to put in the rice? Okay. I hope so. All right, and I think I'm gonna put a little more water, maybe half a cup more, just because it's long grain, and long grain takes a little more water than the regular one. So I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 more cup of water. So that would be 2.5 cups of water. 2.5 cups of water, 3 cups of rice. Wait, that's not enough. I think it's supposed to be the same amount of water than it is rice. So if you do 3 cups of rice, you're supposed to put 3 cups of water. So let me get another half a cup in there. There. 3 and 3. So if you make 2, then 2 cups of water. And so on. All right. Trying to think. I think I want to put a little bit of oregano in there. I don't have, did I put oregano in the recadito? Let me think. I don't think I did. I'm going to put a little bit of oregano. All right. Oh, I don't have oregano. My daughter used it for the chicken. My daughter seasoned the fried chicken that I'm about to make, and she put 6 cloves of garlic. 6. She's getting really good at cooking. So she did 6 cloves of garlic. She did salt, and she did. Ay, se me olvidó. A little bit of vinegar. There you go. All right. So this is still drying, so we're gonna let it do that. And while that is drying, while the rice is drying, I'm gonna go ahead and start the fried chicken. And here's my pan for the fried chicken. And I hope I don't burn myself. The last time I made chicken, I burned myself. There's my scar right there. So I have to be careful with that, because I'm clumsy sometimes. All right, so what I do is I go ahead and put the chicken in the pan, put it on high. I love to cook on high. That's probably not the best thing, but I don't care. And so you're gonna put the chicken on the pan. I put the skin on the top and just let the bottom part cook first, and then at the end I just flip it once and let the skin get crunchy. That's my family's favorite part of the chicken is the skin. I usually take it off and give it to them because that's also the most fattening part of the chicken. All right, and this little juice on the bottom, I use that. So go ahead and pour it on top of the chicken. See, I spilled it. What is my problem? And then I don't use oil or anything when I fry chicken. I just let it boil in water, in the garlic water, and then when it dries, it has all that fat on the bottom, and that's the fat I use to let it get crunchy. So I don't add any extra fat that I don't need to add in there. I think I put a little too much water in it, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. And then I need a mitten so I don't burn myself. This is fun, don't you think? Okay, I'm turning it down because it's crazy high. Arroz con salchicha y pollo frito, fried chicken. And now I'm going to turn it down to 3 because it's dry. And I'll let it cook. It's done. I don't need to do anything else to the rice until it's done. So while that is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and make the fried chicken. Fried chicken. And I'm going to cover it again so that it starts boiling faster for the purposes of this video. And while it's boiling, I'm going to go ahead and type in a message here. Hi, everyone. Whoa. Everyone. Hope you're having a great weekend. Oh, I forgot a period. Sorry. Okay. So, what else can I tell you? There is my pile of dishes. And one of the downsides of the place where I live in right now is that it doesn't have a dishwasher. So, my dishwashers are Stephen and Amy. And I do it at times. So, I want to talk to you about the autoimmune diseases that I'm dealing with right now. Many of you are my subscribers because I've talked about this. The RA is under control. I haven't been having much joint pain, even though it's been raining every day. I haven't been having a lot of joint pain and bone pain and even muscle pain. I've been pretty good with that, with the fibromyalgia. But the Sjogren's is what's been attacking me this week. If you see my last video that I did when I was kayaking, you can notice that my face was extremely swollen and I had the pink lupus butterfly on my face. I have not been officially diagnosed with lupus, but I keep getting that red butterfly that is characterized by lupus. So I'm hoping it was just that it was hot out and the sun was doing that. So I'm not even gonna think about that. I'm just gonna blame the Sjogren's on it. But lupus is also an autoimmune disease. Yeah, I was really swollen and having like brain fog, just forgetting things and things like that. So this morning I woke up and again my face is extremely swollen. My glands on my neck were swollen. So I took turmeric, honey, and lemon juice, and I made like a concussion in a small little glass cup. And I took it, and I started seeing the swelling going down. And I've also been drinking a lot of water, which supposedly helps. And I got a little emotional about it this morning. I was talking to my husband about it, and just really. I was starting to get frustrated about it because I feel like I'm trying to do so many natural things to heal my body. And, you know, as you know, a lot of these natural remedies take time. It's not like a drug that you take and within half hour, you start seeing the benefits of it. When you're taking natural medicine, it takes months for it to start working the way they're supposed to. So I think just the frustration of having to wait for things to work was getting to me. So I got a little emotional about that. And then so I started looking at YouTube videos on other people who are dealing with autoimmune diseases and how they've dealt with it, how they've helped their body heal. And I saw this lady in a live stream, and she was talking about rest and sleep and how important it is for someone who deals with autoimmune disease. So I've been getting up at 3 a.m. and not being able to sleep. This morning I woke up at 4:30 a.m. and it's Saturday and I should be sleeping, but instead here I am awake, playing Toon Blast because I can't sleep. So I decided, you know what? My face is swollen, my glands are swollen. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a Benadryl, so that whatever reaction my body's having, so that it can slow down. And that's what I did. I laid down and I took a nap, a 2-hour nap, and I woke up better. I wasn't as swollen. I was feeling better. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? It's raining outside. I can't go cycling. So I decided to do this video. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just make a video of what I'm making for dinner for my family. And so that's what we're doing. My bike broke down last weekend when I was at Hudson Beach after I did 19 miles. So that's why I had to stop. I would have done more, but that's fine. So I took it to the shop today and we got it fixed. So I'm happy about that. So I can get back probably tomorrow morning. I'll go and do a ride. I kind of wanted to go to Melbourne Beach and do it there just because beach. Hello. I love the beach. So I'm going to try to do that. I think Michael's going to take the kayak out there and I'll take my bike and we'll go our separate ways and do our thing that we do. So that's the plan. And just so you know, I really like to have beans with I'm totally changing the subject here. I like to have beans with my rice and my fried chicken. But when I went shopping for me, I didn't buy the ham steak that I like to put in it. And I can't use the little ham envelope thingies because it has MSG. So, I mean, I could use it, but do I want to be sick? No. So yeah, this flower is annoying me. I'm going to put it further back, like there. And that way, there, I have one. Yeah, my chicken is boiling. We're talking. Let's see, what else do I need to, I can tell you what else happened. A couple years ago, we went to the pet store because my daughter's hamster had died. So we went to go get another hamster. And we went to this place off 192, I think it's Pet Supermarket. Yeah, Pet Supermarket. We went and we saw, my daughter was picking up some hamsters and she found this really cute black hamster. I think it's a Siberian hamster. And he was really social, like he was abnormally social. Like they're usually skittish, but this one, he just got up in 2 legs and was like really sniffing her and like really cute. And he was all bit up because he was put in the cage with another hamster. They were both all bit up. They were missing parts, like missing hair and some parts of their back because they were fighting. They're supposed to be alone, I guess. So the lady that was working there said, yeah, he's really old, so that's why nobody buys him. But he's really social and he likes to be held. And so anyway, long story short, my daughter decided that's the one that she wanted. And she called him Baloo. And so Stormy loved to be around Baloo and lick him and chase him and whatever. And he wasn't afraid of Stormy. He would actually run towards her rather than away from her. So we had him, he really liked me. Like, I think he knew I was like the motherly type because I would put him on my chest and he would just kind of hang out and play around and just really sweet. So about a couple days ago, I was in my daughter's room and I was laying on an extra bed that she has there. And she brought Baloo and he kind of laid on my chest and went over. And I was like, wow, Baloo's getting old. He's like, he looks really old. She's like, yeah, Mom, he's old. Well, he died. Poor Baloo, he died. So we were talking about Baloo and the fun things that he used to do. And I asked my daughter if she wanted another hamster. We could go to the pet supermarket and get another one because he has everything for a hamster. And she said she's busy with school and that she's gonna wait on that. So she didn't want to get another one. So yeah, our friend Baloo went to be in heaven with Baloo friends, his hamster friends. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the chicken because it looks like it's cooked on one side. Make sure you cook chicken well. Don't eat raw chicken. You know that, right? I'm sure you do. Just checking. Yeah, and it takes a while for the water to evaporate, and that's fine because the more water you put and the longer it takes, the more tender the chicken will be. So that's good. Let me look at the rice. The rice is doing well. It's still not ready to be mixed. Once the rice dries, you don't want to keep mixing it and mixing it because then it gets mushy. Okay, so I gave you an update on my cycling. I gave you an update on my health. If anyone has any other health tips that you can give me to help my immune system balance out or improve, let me know. I know some people have been asking me, have you been to the doctor? And my response to that is the times that I go to the rheumatologist, they want to put me on steroids to kind of slow down my immune system. But my concern with that is that I'm a teacher. I'm around kids that are coughing on me, that come to school sick with fevers and their throat hurts. And I just feel like I'm going to expose myself to other things if I take the steroids. So that's why I'm trying to do a natural approach rather than drugs. I have a lot of drugs in that cabinet for the stuff that I'm dealing with, but I just, I don't want to deal with the side effects. There's one that causes severe depression, and I already struggle with that. So I don't want to add any more to what I'm already dealing with. So that's why I'm trying to go the natural route, and exercising and staying positive and being around low stress situations help me. Let's see what other update I wanted to give you. I think I'm good as far as updates. If you have any questions, just type them in. Yeah, that's it. We're just cooking arroz con andura and pollo frito and having fun. So yeah, that's my plan is to go to different parts of Florida with my bike and take some rides in different areas and different parks that have bike trails and things like that. I don't do mountain biking yet. I'm a little scared about that. So eventually I'll overcome that fear. But right now I just feel like riding on the road or on trails is probably best for me at this point. I was researching about exercising while dealing with autoimmune disease, and some people recommend it and some people don't. I'm getting thirsty. Some people recommend the exercise, and some people are like, well, you need to just walk and take it easy. And but so far I've been doing the cycling and I've been fine, other than the swelling. And I don't really think the swelling has anything to do with exercise. I really think it has to do with what I eat. I was talking to a friend of mine who's a chemist and is very knowledgeable about body functions, diseases, and things like that. And she was telling me that she thinks I have histamine intolerance. I don't know if you've heard about that, but basically the same, well, not the same thing. It's not like the immune system, but it really anything that I eat, I react to within minutes of eating it. And it can even be something healthy like apple, strawberry, banana. Pretty much anything I eat now, I react to it. Like my body doesn't recognize it as something good. So I think that was my frustration this morning. It's like I really am trying very hard. I'm having fruits, I'm having vegetables, um, and I'm not seeing improvement. And that's not true even. I am seeing improvement. I think I just want to be healed and it's not happening fast enough, or maybe it may not even happen. I don't know. But I just, getting frustrated. But I was frustrated for about 10 minutes. And then I was like, okay, well, just have a positive day. It'll be fine. And just kind of switching that mindset and not stewing in it is probably the best thing for you to do when you're dealing with this kind of stuff. Oh, it's smelling good here. The garlic. It smells so good. Another thing I wanted to tell you is if you don't have fresh garlic and onions, you can always keep around the powdered garlic and the powdered garlic powder and onion powder, and then you can use that instead. For me, the real thing is better. The natural stuff is always tastes better to me, and I'm sure you're aware of that. Yeah. I don't know what else to say, guys. I'm just excited that we're making this awesome dinner. Oh, I know what I can do. I can recommend some of the YouTube channels that I'm subscribed to. I like to watch vegan vlogs because he basically moved from the United States into Puerto Rico, and he has this tiny house that he built, and his plan is to create a food forest, which I love that idea, and I kind of have that dream as well to do that. And I might do that. I'm really, really tempted to do that here soon, just so that we can have food that we know where it came from. We know what was sprayed on it and what wasn't sprayed on it. So I'm really, really wanting to do something like that. But anyway, I like his channel and I like watching it. He's a very positive young man. He could probably be my son. Really, really nice kid. Nice man. He's not a kid. And then I also watch La Vida Mora. She is a Hispanic mom that has a channel, and she talks about, she's a stay-at-home mom. She has all kinds of stuff. She travels the island and shares some footage of the different places that she goes to with her kids and her husband. She is homeschooling her kids. She has an atypical little girl and she has an autistic boy. And so she shows the world what it's like to be a parent to children with special needs as well as atypical children. So I like watching her channel, and I like her positivity and her insight on what life is like from her perspective. Let's see, what other channels do I watch? Ovi Duran has a lot of videos of drone footage of the different towns in Puerto Rico. I love watching his channel. I'll put links down in the description box of their channels. What in the world just happened there? Something just popped. Okay, this is getting weird. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I want to show you what the rice looks like. The chicken is gonna take a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream now, and I may post pictures later on my Facebook of the end results. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Let me check the rice, see how it's doing. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. Yummers. I see. I hope it tastes as good as it smells. All right. This is what it looks like. Yummers. And I'm going to turn it down to sim. And then my chicken is taking a while because I did put a lot of water in it, but that's okay. It's cooking, and that's all that matters. and it's feeling tender already, which is great. I think I'm going to turn it one more time. Yeah, why not? It's fun. So they made some changes at my job with me, so I'm really excited about that. I'll share some of that later on in another video. But I'm really excited about what's going on at my job, and excited about a lot of things. I'm really excited about a lot of things in my life. I feel like a year and a half ago, I was going through a really rough time in my life, trying to figure things out in my life, and I feel like things are balancing out, and I feel like a lot of the things that I was dealing with was me just stopping myself from doing the things that I love to do. And a lot of times, as moms and as wives, we sacrifice ourselves to make sure everybody else around us is happy and taken care of. And it gets to the point where we forget about ourselves and we kind of lose ourselves in that. So I've been doing a lot of soul searching and a lot of reading and a lot of talking to friends and talking to positive people and making positive changes in my life to improve my mind, my thought processes, my health, my relationships with people. So I'm really enjoying that. I'm really feeling a sense of peace, a sense of accomplishment, a sense of knowing who I am, where I'm going, and what I want my life to look like. And for me, not for anybody else. I really don't. At this point, my children are almost graduating high school. My son is turning 18 in 2 weeks? Oh my goodness. My son is turning 18 in 2 weeks. That I can't even begin to process that. That's amazing. I remember when we first got the news that he had autism when he was 3.5, and I kind of had a sense of it even when he was as young as 18 months after he got his shots. I really sensed that something was not right, and I kept telling people, and they're like, "No, he's just a little bit late," and the pediatricians are like, "No, you just have to give him time," and I'm just like, I don't know, something's not right, and I think that when you babysit other kids that are younger than him and you're seeing all the milestones that they're reaching and you're not seeing your child do that, you worry about that and you question it. You're like, what's going on? So yeah, he's been doing great. We did early intervention with him early on. As soon as we found out, we started the therapies. I stayed home for 10 years with him, going through therapies with him: speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy, behavior modification therapy, giving him natural stuff to help him, giving him medication to help him, everything. We've gone through so much with him. I feel like we've come so far with him, and he's in high school, he's getting good grades, he's doing what any other kid does, and sometimes even better. Like he's taking voice acting classes. That's what he wants to do, and that's what he wants to be. And I told him, whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, that's what you can do, because you can. And I'm always telling my kids, you can do it. Whatever you say, wherever your heart is, and that's what you want to do, as long as it's legal, go for it, do it. And he knows what he wants, and I'm so thankful. He's come so far, and I'm really, really thankful for all of it. I used to be angry about that and sad about that, and I used to mourn and grieve for my son and wanting him to have the best chance he could at life. And now he's 18. He's got his learner's permit. He's studying and doing what he loves. Aside from high school, his last year of high school, he's going to school for voice acting on the side, and he's so independent, and that was my main thing with him, is like, I want to train him to be an independent adult that can make it. I want him to make it. I want to give him every chance that I can for him to make it and be okay. And I feel like it's happening. I feel like he's gonna be okay. So I'm so thankful for that, guys. You just have no idea how many tears I've cried for that to happen. And then my daughter, she's doing amazing. Yesterday we went downtown to go have dinner, and I bumped into my daughter's biology teacher in high school now. She's not a freshman, a junior. And she came up to me and said, "Hey, I just wanted you to know I'm your daughter's biology teacher." And she's in an honors biology class. And the teacher came up to me. "Ow, I'm getting burnt. Wait. That's not Jamie. When you get burnt, I'll just turn it down because I'm getting burnt, and that's no fun." Ow. Okay. So let me turn it a little bit. So the biology teacher tells me, "I just want you to know your daughter is very bright." And not that I don't know that already. She really is bright. Last year, she took the FSAs and was the highest score of the entire school. So she said that she had tested the kids this week, and Amy was the highest score of all her biology classes. And guys, this is a 3,000 plus students school. So I was like, yay, takes after mama. No, I'm kidding. She's got the good genes, that girl. And she just loves to learn. My daughter loves to learn, loves to read. Is incredibly mature for her age. So I'm really, really excited and proud about her. Yep, that's my girl, Amy. So I'm feeling like we're reaching the end of a chapter in the whole parenting thing. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited about that and thankful. So thankful for my kids and where they're at. And they're just amazing kids. I'm really thankful. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. My rice is done. The chicken is getting all crunchy. It's cooked. It just needs to crunch up now. So that's the last thing I'm going to do. I'll go ahead and post a picture of my plate before I eat. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a beautiful day. Do your best to be the best. And stay positive. Besitos.